Hey tubers, welcome back for another adventure. I have to uncover this for the adventure, but I just wanted to show you. I mean, got like, I don't know, much rain. Stay tuned. That's better. So, let me show you what's going on with this thing. Many of you know I rebuilt the ignition system for it, and it has a nice spark and all that stuff, but this is a cold start. Hear the problem? See what it's doing? It's like leaning out. Like I can't quite get enough gas to keep it going. So that's the issue with it. And if you take a look, there's plenty of fuel here. When Musty One was here, he suggested not using these paper elements. He says not enough fuel will get through. But if I slide the end of this off, you'll see gas just pouring right out of there. So that doesn't seem to be the issue. Seems to have, for some reason, my carburetor keeps getting into trouble. So what we're going to do is, I just wanted to show you the symptoms, and you guys obviously saw what it was doing. So now I'd like to get it fixed up and actually get this thing and run it about a little bit. Before it started doing this, I was doing some high-speed runs up and down the driveway and out into the field. I mean, right to the floor, winding it up, and it sounded great. And it was doing it, no issue. And then it started on this. It started to get lean and worse and worse and worse. I changed the fuel filter after seeing Musty One and made sure it's got plenty of fuel flow. And once again, it started doing it and gotten worse. It's got worse and worse. Fuel looks a little milky. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to break into the carburetor again and see what kind of nasty stuff I see. We'll bring you guys along for the ride. Unfortunately, getting the carburetor off of this, it's not horrible. It's got a few annoying things. Got to loosen that up, take the throttle off, undo the wires for the heater. So, anyway, we'll give it a look-see. Stay tuned. Hey tubers, one of the first things you want to check when your carburetor appears to be running lean, am I getting fuel to the carburetor? And the answer appears to be yes. Plenty of fuel jetting out this line and getting to the carburetor. What we'll do is we'll pop these screws off and see what's going on inside the carburetor next. The bowl of the carburetor is off, and you guys could see all kinds of trouble in there. I dumped the gas, and you could kind of see on the bottom of the container, like that separation line. I don't know if you guys could see the swirls. I don't know if there's water in the gas or what the story is here. Some of this stuff. I mean, it's nice and soft. Anyway, so I'm going to give the carburetor another clean. Make sure that everything is working, and we'll go forward from there. It is kind of behaving like it's got water in it. When you have also the way it's beaded up on here, yeah, it might just have just some water in it. Normally gas floats on water, and I've dumped fuel through the tank here a couple of times. But it does have that kind of milky look. I don't know. Maybe it's just water in the gas. Hopefully I got the worst of it out. I'll do a little more. This gas is just from the bowl here. I got rid of the other stuff. The other stuff looked nice and clean though. I don't know. I'm gonna clean it out. I'll put it back together again, and you know, the clean out. I'm just gonna blast all this stuff out of here. I'm gonna take the jets out, that guy and that guy. Make sure all the holes are clean. I'm gonna take the float out of there. Make sure that it's clean from where the float valve is out this hole. I'm gonna blast out all the other holes also, just to make sure she's nice and clean. Yeah, that's kind of ugly. I've done rebuilds on these before, so I don't think we need to go through the whole rebuild. All right, see you in a couple of minutes. So what I'm showing you here is I took the main jet out from that hole, and I think I'm trying to have everything propped up, and I'm trying to see that material right there, kind of toward the edge of the needle valve. There's a bunch of that in here, so I'm going to use some very fine wire to get it out of here, and I'm going to rinse it out. So I'm not quite sure what's making this thing grow jelly. Normally it takes a combination of water and some other stuff. The rest of the carb looked pretty good, other than that jelly, so there you go. Carburetor is rebuilt and reinstalled. Gas is on. I think it's just a matter of trying out this beast. The lawn is very wet, so it probably wouldn't be a good idea to go romping on that too much, but how's that? Much better. Now I find a, piano student pulling into the driveway, right? Yeah, this is what I was doing when it started acting up. So, I think it's fixed. You guys like it? Sitting there idle, purrs along a little bit, still a little rich. It might need to warm up a little more. The choke, that is, and come off. But I like it. Here, do a little reverse. Try not to back into anybody. I like it. So, what did I pay for this thing? Was this $450, $475, something like that? I did some carburetor work on it, but I don't think I ever really replaced it. I did some maintenance stuff on the motor. I guess I redid the ignition system. I put a battery in it. So, if I had to guess, I had somewhere around $550 into this thing. I like it though. It's fun to play with. We managed to get a few good videos out of it. I think it's pretty cool. The only bad things about it is, first of all, it's a China quad, which means, without even saying much, it's going to be a rusty piece of junk. So that's kind of not a very good thing about it. I redid the electronics. I know the electronics, but they're not great right there. You can see we're already growing rust around terminals and so forth. But it is fun. It is fun to play with. I see these things advertised broken. They seem, at this time of the year, they still seem to be trying to get $500 for it. So I think if I put it up for sale tomorrow, I could probably get my $550 back if I wanted it. But I think I'm going to keep it and use it as a toy. I wish it was a little smaller though. It's not that I can't drive it because it's too big. It's that it takes a lot of parking space. You start comparing it to the Corolla here, and it's obviously not quite as big as the Corolla, but it's not like all that much smaller either. Anyway, I hope you guys, or gals, you YouTubers, all enjoyed the repair. I want you to keep your feet down, keep your heads up, and I want you all to get out there and enjoy each and every day. Bye now.